Hey everyone, this is Danielle. I'm back with Guardicore Labs, and today with me I have a very special guest, our lead monkey trainer, Shai Nechman.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Today we're going to discuss a very crucial topic in the security industry, zero trust. We're actually going to talk about it, but more importantly, we're going to discuss how to do something about it. More on that later. For those of you who haven't heard about Infection Monkey or haven't used Infection Monkey, I'd like to introduce a little bit about the tool. Shai, what is Infection Monkey?
So Infection Monkey is a free, open source breach and attack simulation tool. To use a metaphor, it's like a probiotic. It's a virus, but it's good for you. You run the tool in your network. It propagates, simulates an attacker that's trying to propagate across your network, use exploits, scan for open services, and gives you back a report with all the security problems it found, a short, actionable report with all the security problems it found during its execution.
So going back to zero trust, it's caught a lot of traction in the past few years, but let's just quickly cover what it's all about.
So Zero Trust is a security model that's based on 7 main pillars that you need to focus on to protect your network. In the center of it all you have data. We have to protect our data. Surrounding it we have networks, devices, workloads, and people. That means users. And surrounding that we have visibility and analytics and automation and orchestration. The security model basically addresses these main 7 pillars and tries to tell you to trust nothing and verify everything. That's really the main tenet of it. In the past we used to do security in a castle and moat fashion. You had a huge perimeter security device, the wall or the moat or the firewall around your network. But once you're inside, you're good. And the recent breaches like Capital One and stuff like that shows us that that's really not good enough anymore. Basically you need to trust nothing and verify everything, because the breaches can come from inside. This is the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot of material about this and actually a lot of talk.
So given that there's been a lot of talk about zero trust, we're actually really excited to be having this conversation right now because there's some very big news that you want to share with the world today and with the security industry specifically. So why are we talking about Infection Monkey? Why are we talking about zero trust? What big news do you have to share with us today?
So, to quote a famous king, we want to have a little less conversation and a little more action. I'm really excited to announce that we're coming up with Infection Monkey for Zero Trust. It's going to be the industry's first Zero Trust assessment tool. And it's free. We at Guardicore Labs tried to dissect all the Zero Trust materials we could get our hands on, all the theoretical material, and try to turn it into practical automatic tests that you can run in your network using the Infection Monkey and see which zero trust principles you're upholding and which parts you still need to strengthen.
So Shai, this is really huge news for the security industry. It's big news for Guardicore, certainly. Tell me a little bit about how the tool actually works.
So the tool simulates an attack in your network, like the original Infection Monkey. It's a new version for the original Infection Monkey. You run the monkey in your network and you get a quick glance zero trust report card. Red, yellow, green, this is your problems, these are your weak points. During its execution, it tests your upholding of various zero trust principles. And you can use it to help you along your zero trust journey to assess whether you're doing the right things. For example, I think it'll be easier to understand with an example. One of the most prominent principles of zero trust is segmentation and micro-segmentation. Something that we here in Guardicore obviously specialize in.
Right.
So the Zero Trust Monkey will give you a detailed recommendation if it's able to perform cross-segment communication. So another example is user identity. It's been hotly debated right now. What do you do if a contractor comes into your organization? What do you do if someone leaves?
Right.
You obviously want to have mandatory access controls. You don't want people to have open access to everything. And you can let the monkey test it for you.
Right.
One of the tests, for example, that the monkey has is to create new users in your network and try to communicate with the internet. And obviously if a new user that's unknown is able to communicate with the internet, you don't have mandatory access control, you have open access control.
Nice.
The monkey will do it automatically across all your machines, and each machine it was able to create a new user and the new user was able to communicate with the internet. It will show up in the report, this machine, this time, this process, this domain, everything. You can match it up with your logs and make sure your security solutions are working.
If I run the monkey in my network, what is the end result? What am I getting?
So what you're going to get is a very, very cool report. Comes with a red, yellow, green color scheme that grades you on each pillar of Zero Trust. It'll let you know networks, you're in big problem, but maybe in data you're okay. After that, it'll detail all the Zero Trust principles. We're testing every single test. What happened? Where did it run? And it goes down to the nitty-gritty, which machine, which port, which IP, when. Both in human readable format you can look at, you can share with your colleagues, and both in machine readable format if you want to enter it into scripts and get it into your automation workflow. Free, open source, you can look at the code, it's for real.
So we talked about what Infection Monkey for Zero Trust is. We talked about how it works. But why did you create this new functionality for Infection Monkey?
We wanted to contribute to the Zero Trust space. We think it's a good model. And our contribution with the Infection Monkey for Zero Trust is twofold. First and foremost, we enable people and organizations to assess their Zero Trust security posture. We want people to be able to test and see where they're standing. Infection Monkey was there all along to do it, and now it's a new light with Zero Trust. Other than that, we want to set up some concrete talking points for the Zero Trust space. We've been hearing a lot of talk, reading a lot of material. We're really trying to solidify a lot of this talk, a lot of this conversation into practical tests that you can run, actionable things that you can perform to secure yourself better, and also it's free, it's open source, it's for the community, it's for the Zero Trust space, it's not for us, it's not just for our customer. You can join the conversation in our Slack channel if you have any suggestions or questions, or if you really want to get an early build, maybe we can hook you up. We are going to release the tool pretty soon. We're talking about the end of September, the first version to be out to the public. You can totally affect that version, come join the conversation, and affect what's going to happen.
Very exciting news. We actually have an option for you to stay updated and have us keep you posted, become an early monkey. So go ahead and feel free to sign up through the Infection Monkey website. I'll link it after this video, and you'll be able to get that update right away from our team once the actual Infection Monkey for Zero Trust is out. Shai, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Very exciting news. Again, join the conversation. Check out Infection Monkey for Zero Trust. Yeah. We'll be back again with more big news later.